Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I cursed, entering into my studio. I shouldn't have painted her. How the hell did her body end up on that wall? I slammed the door hard enough to shake the wood. My hands gripped my head as rage burned through me. I snatched her portrait and shoved it behind the wardrobe like a sin I couldn't admit. How dare you! A loud bang tore through the studio. I turned, too late. A fist smashed into my nose. My skull hit the wall and warm blood rushed down my lips. Who are you? Another blow landed. My lips split, and the taste of blood filled my mouth. My head snapped sideways. George, stop! I didn't bring you to hurt him! A woman cried, her voice shaking. I staggered, struggling to stay on my feet. Who are you? I rasped. I am the husband of the woman you drew naked. The words hit harder than his fists. Deborah's husband. He kicked a frame across the floor. It shattered on impact. That's my mum! I choked, but he didn't stop. He tore through everything. Canvases, shelves, anything within reach. I pushed myself up, trying to gather the portrait pieces. Pain sliced through my palm as the shattered glass pierced me. I jerked my hand back. Blood streamed down my wrist. Rage surged through me. How did you find my studio? I growled. Then I saw her, Jennifer, standing at the door. You brought him here? She didn't answer, but the guilt on her face said enough. Jennifer, you took the picture? Are you crazy? She snapped. How dare you accuse me of that? Answer me. Wait, you two know each other? George cut in. Not really, Jennifer said quickly. I just brought you here to see the truth. His eyes snapped back to me. Are you the man seeing Deborah? I held his gaze. And what if I am? She is my wife, he roared. Then maybe you should have treated her like one. Jennifer shook her head, panic flashing across her face. She expected me to deny it. But I didn't. I loved Deborah, and I would let the world know. Another punch crashed into my jaw. Pain exploded. I staggered but forced myself forward, shoving him back. You don't deserve her, I spat. What do you know about us? He yelled. Enough to get her into my bed, he roared and charged at me. We slammed into a table, sending jars and brushes crashing to the floor. Paint splashed everywhere. I drove him down and grabbed a bucket of paint, tipping it over his face. You're insane, Jennifer screamed, rushing toward us. I flung the rest of the paint at her, and she gasped as it soaked into her clothes. You jerk! George grabbed my jaw, his grip tight. I struck him hard across the mouth. Blood spilled from his lip. You both need to stop. Are you mad? Jennifer screamed. Something slammed into my back. Pain shot through me. I turned. Jennifer was holding a stool. I lunged, but my foot slipped. I crashed hard against the floor. The air knocked out of my lungs. George froze. His eyes locked on something behind me. I followed his gaze. His portrait, the one Deborah begged me to paint. His expression shifted. Are you stalking me too? He demanded. You're a clown, I muttered. Answer me. I pushed myself up slowly, my breath uneven. Your wife wanted to give you that as your birthday gift. He went silent. Your birthday is Christmas Eve, right? His voice cracked. My God. He stood there, shaken. Then his gaze shifted to Jennifer. You, he said, his voice low and dangerous. Stay away from my wife and my family. He shoved past her and walked out. Silence filled the studio. Jennifer stood frozen. I grabbed a paint container and hurled it at her. She screamed and ran. Idiot, I muttered. Blood dripped from my hand onto the floor. My breathing came out uneven.
Are you okay? Jeremy asked as he slid into the driver's seat. The words wouldn't come out. He stared at me, then shoved a bottle of water into my hand. I drank. Silence filled the car as we drove. Christmas lights blurred past the window. How did that photo get there? I whispered. I also want to know. I don't know how it got there, I snapped. He flinched and faced the road. My chest tightened. We didn't take it down, I said. Everything that had happened inside the art gallery was driving me crazy. Jennifer did. When George lost it. Debbie, just calm down. What? I shot upright. How can you say that? My body was exposed to everyone. No one will know it's you. New York is big. Just breathe. I stared at him. And honestly, the picture is beautiful. I'd buy it without asking the price. My stomach turned. Are you okay, Jeremy? Yes, I mean it. He glanced at me. I could look at it all day. You sound like a pervert, I snapped. My life is falling apart and you're... The car stopped. I looked around. Where are you taking me? This isn't my house. My place, he said. For what? To keep you safe. Did I say I wasn't safe? My voice broke. Why does everyone think I need saving? I hit the dashboard. Calm down, Deborah, he said, reaching for my hand. I shut my eyes. Tears slipped out. Look at me, Debbie. I didn't. He tightened his hold. George was furious when you collapsed. I just wanted you away from him. I'm sorry. I nodded slowly. Then I leaned against him. He rubbed my back. It's okay. Let it out, I cried. After a while, I pulled away and wiped my face. Thank you, I whispered. It's okay. You can always count on me. I nodded. He cupped my face. Then, his lips crashed into mine. Shock shot through me. I shoved him hard. His head hit the window. Are you crazy? I'm sorry, Debbie. I thought... Thought what? He hesitated. Debbie, I still love you. We could be together. George doesn't treat you right. I stared at him. Tears burned again. I pushed the door open and stepped out. Deborah! He called, but I didn't turn. I walked, away from him, away from everything. My heels struck the pavement, echoing into the night, as I ran to Anthonio's studio.
Anthonio! Her voice hit me like a blow. I turned. Deborah stood in the doorway, swaying, sweat slicking her skin, her dress clinging. Deborah! I rushed to her. She staggered. I caught her just in time. Baby! Her lashes fluttered. I lifted her into my arms, carrying her to my room. She shook her head, so I sat and held her on my lap. Her breath hitched against my neck. Tears ran down her cheeks. What's wrong, baby? Her hands cupped my face. She kissed my split lips. I wiped the blood away. Tell me, what happened? She whispered. No, you tell me. Why are you crying? I held her tighter. Nothing. How did my portrait get there? Her voice cracked. I swear, baby, I didn't do it. I don't know how it got there. I know, she whispered. You believe me, she nodded. But how did it get there? I'll figure it out. Whoever did this will pay. She nodded weakly. I'm suspecting Jennifer, I said. Deborah stiffened, then shook her head. No, she took it down the moment she saw it was me. I exhaled. Then maybe it wasn't her. Her reactions didn't add up. Something was off. Who did this to you? She asked. It's nothing. Just a client. I lied. George's fists still burned in my skin. But why would they hurt you? I owed them a job, I murmured. I pressed my forehead to her chest. Are you crying, Anthonio? No, I'm fine, baby. Where's your first aid kit? I pointed to the drawer. She cleaned my wounds carefully, the sting of peroxide making me flinch. Shouldn't you report this client? She asked. They didn't deserve my attention, I said. They hurt you badly, she said, taking glass shards from my palm. I hissed at the pain. We can't continue, she said suddenly. My heart dropped. Stay still, she whispered. I don't understand you, I said. I'm breaking off whatever we have. Deborah, what do you mean? It's over, she said. No, please. She kept working on my palm as if nothing had happened. I'm sorry I didn't say it sooner, but I think I'm in love with you, I whispered. No, Her voice cut through me. I didn't know love. I didn't understand my heart, but now I do. It yearns for you. It burns for you. I lifted my head, but she avoided my gaze, focused on my palm. Anthonio, I can't. She wrapped my wound with a plaster. I don't think I can go on without you, I whispered. I'll send the payment. Call me when the portrait is ready, she said and turned. Deborah! I grabbed her hand. Don't go. Let's talk. I'll do anything. She shook her head. Don't follow me. She left. I collapsed to my knees. Deborah, please. Only silence answered.
You know, this new look fits you well. I laughed, glancing at George's bruised face. Ice pressed to his swollen lip. He glared at me. I was back in my home after I've left Anthonio's studio. Is that how low you've gone? Stripping for artists? At least they saw what you didn't. I looked beautiful, right? I taunted. His face darkened. He flung the ice pack. It hit the wall, melting everywhere. If I find that artist, you won't do anything. I cut in, folding my arms. Why don't you apologize for what you did? I'll forgive you. I stared. His chest puffed out proudly like pumped cow. I laughed. Don't you think you sound stupid? No, you are the stupid one, he spat. Whoever did this should have broken your mouth. He froze, then laughed mockingly. He moved into the sitting room, shoulders shaking with amusement. I know what you're trying to do, he said, pointing. You're trying to distract me from your naked portrait at the art gallery. Isn't that what you do best? Twist story? I learnt from you. Deborah, do you know the insult you brought to our name? Oh, I don't know. Maybe you should tell me. Cut the pretense. I'm serious. I laughed again. Remember when you called me dumb? And I begged for guidance and you walked away? Maybe the real problem now is that I'm still dumb? I mocked him. He ran a hand over his face. What are you doing? Trying to drive me mad? Of course. Do you expect peace? Apologize. Beg me, he said. For what? I planted my hands on my waist. For what you did. We were trying to fix our marriage. Remind me what I did. Don't piss me off, he warned. If anyone should beg, it's you, for every insult, every betrayal, for every night. You went out, to be with those women, while I stayed home. Beg me, George. Get on your knees, he chuckled. You're serious? Do I look like I'm joking? How can you compare your sins to mine? Oh, we're comparing now? Everyone saw your picture. Even if they did, they wouldn't know it was me. Could be any woman. He went quiet, jaw clenched. I smirked. And honestly, it was so beautiful, Jeremy said he would love to buy it. Bastard. He cursed. Who else has seen you in bed? Your personal stuff could be on their phone. His eyes widened. He covered himself instinctively. I laughed. Don't make me call Rita, I said, walking past him. I might tell her to post it. She wants my forgiveness, remember? His face flushed. I laughed again, sharp and loud. You better start begging now, I said, climbing the stairs. His breathing turned ragged behind me. For the first time, he didn't know what to say. The next morning, I stood outside our house, catching the morning sun. The whole drama from yesterday has exhausted me. Not going to work? George called behind me, his voice filled with mockery. I ignored him, gripping the railing. You know, shouldn't return to work. News might be everywhere, he mocked. Is that your plan? I asked slowly. No, just sit at home. The staffs might already know the size of your butt. Asshole. I whipped off my slippers and threw at him. He dodged, laughing hysterically. Goodbye, exposed woman. His words cut deep. My eyes burned, and tears threatened, but I blinked fast and pulled a sharp breath in. I wouldn't break in front of him. Not now. I spun away and rushed into our bedroom. My hands shook as I threw open drawers. The company files. I needed them now. I couldn't let George destroy the only thing I built. Love had blinded me. Love had made me stupid. Love had cost me everything. Oh, damn love, I muttered, ripping through another drawer. Nothing. Then it clicked. His study. I rushed out of our room and ran there. Our wedding photos lined the hallway as I passed. I scoffed, my throat tightening. I pushed open the study door. A stale, dusty smell hit me instantly. The room looked abandoned, cobwebs, stacked papers, and untouched shelves. George hadn't stepped foot in here for nearly a year. The living room had become his throne. I moved behind the desk. Our high school graduation photo lay under a thick sheet of dust. I picked it up, wiped it clean. 2 young kids, full of dreams, full of love. The woman standing here now was full of fire. Hurt. Vengeance. I dropped the picture and knelt to pull open the drawers. Empty, empty, empty. Frustration pounded against my skull. I stood and scanned the room. The file shelf was barren except for a giant record book. My gaze drifted and caught a glint of gold on the side of the desk. A small decorative panel. I frowned and pressed it. It popped open. Wow, a hidden compartment. My breath stalled in my throat. As I found George's safe box, I knew I'd found what I was looking for. George, I whispered in disbelief. I dragged the box out and tested the old password we used to share. It clicked open instantly. He never even bothered to change it. I began rummaging through the envelopes, searching for my resignation letter, and the building ownership papers, the original documents naming me the sole owner. The first envelope held nothing but photocopies. I tossed it aside and grabbed the second. The moment I unfolded the first sheet, my blood ran cold. Transfer of ownership of GD Bank to George McField. My signature sat at the bottom of the page. When did I do this? My voice cracked. My hands trembled violently as I shuffled to the next document. A bank account, one I'd never seen before. All company profits, diverted into it. No wonder I hadn't received any statements. He'd opened a new account behind my back. Tears spilled down my cheeks, hot and relentless. I had trusted him with everything. I couldn't keep reading. The rest of the papers blurred through my tears. My chest squeezed so tight it felt like the air had been punched out of me. My breathing fractured. My knees buckled, and I caught the edge of the desk with a shaking hand. George, how could you? The whisper scraped painfully out of my throat. The room spun around me, and for the first time, I realized the truth. George hadn't just betrayed my marriage. He had stolen my entire life. I gathered the rest of the envelopes with shaking hands and returned the box to its hidden compartment, slamming it shut. My lungs felt too tight to hold air. You need a lawyer! The thought screamed inside my skull. I sprinted out of the study and back into our bedroom. Our family lawyer was loyal to George right now. He'd bury me alive if he had to. That wasn't an option. My finger trembled as I grabbed my phone to dial Jennifer, but my hands dialed Anthonio instead. Baby, please tell me you are coming. He answered immediately. I need a lawyer, I choked. Okay, I'll text my lawyer's address. Are you fine? Yes, hurry. I hung the call and ran into the bathroom. I showered fast, yanked on jeans and a shirt, stuffed files into a tote. When I checked my phone, Anthonio's message was already there. I copied the address and ordered a ride instantly, ready to go see the lawyer. My heart hammered as I hurried downstairs, pushing through the gate. I couldn't risk even a second of delay. The moment the Uber matched the description, I waved it down frantically. The driver slowed and I jumped in, my pulse racing. New York's afternoon traffic swallowed us instantly. How far is it? I drummed my fingers on the dashboard, restless, desperate, and I couldn't wait to pour out myself to the lawyer. About a 30-minute drive, he replied. Okay, I whispered, leaning my forehead against the window. Memories I didn't ask for punched their way into my head. Our first years in marriage surged through my vision. My resignation letter, baby. I've decided to take your words and take care of our home. I know you've got this. I said that night. Yes, and I promise to take care of everything. George smirked, looking at me. I wrapped my arms around myself, mourning the woman who said those words. George, why do you keep refusing to release inside me? I want a child. Not now, Deborah. We need to have enough. My child has to be privileged, but we're already living in wealth. What else are you looking for? Not now. I gripped my stomach, my heart twisted. What has this marriage brought you? My mind whispered. Cruelty, I answered through clenched teeth. I'm sorry, Deborah. I'm sorry I allowed love break you. I'm sorry for what I did to you. Ma'am, are you okay? The driver asked, startled. Do your job, I snapped, then realized moisture was dripping onto my palm. I was crying. A loud sob tore out from my heart. Shit, I muttered, grabbing a napkin from my bag and wiping myself quickly. When I looked up, the driver watched me with a soft, knowing smile. My lips twitched into a small, embarrassed smile back. Just then, a black car appeared behind us. I think we're being followed, I whispered, more to myself than him. My heart slammed against my ribs. I doubt, he began, glancing into the mirror. But the moment he switched lanes, the black car swerved too, speeding to keep up. Recognition punched me in the gut. The plate number, our family car. George was stalking me. Turn to Wilson Court. I'll pay double. The driver's eyes widened, but I nodded at him through the mirror. He didn't hesitate. He veered onto the flyover bridge. The black car followed at first, then suddenly braked hard and turned back, confused. I sank into my seat with a slow, wicked smirk. If he wanted to stalk me, I'd make him waste every drop of gas. Jennifer's driveway came into view just as the driver whispered, stunned. Wow, he really was following us. You didn't believe me? I asked. He only shrugged. As we approached the house, the front door swung open, and Rita stepped out. My heart slammed to a stop. Wait! Wait! Stop the car! I yelled. The driver stepped on the brakes so hard we lurched forward. My eyes widened in shock. As Jennifer walked Rita to her car, smiling and laughing, they walked side by side and comfortably. My throat dried instantly. What was Rita doing at Jennifer's house? My heart didn't just drop. It vanished. I opened the door, storming out. Ma'am, you haven't paid, the driver called out. Oh my goodness, my breath hitched. How did I even step out of the car? I didn't remember opening the door. Didn't remember moving. The world felt slippery and unreal. Rita's car was already rolling out of Jennifer's driveway. Jennifer stood at the doorway watching her leave, smiling softly. My mind spun. Call the bill, please, I muttered, forcing myself to move. The driver read it out. I transferred instantly. Clutching my tote bag, I rushed toward Jennifer. She was already turning the knob. Did you forget something, Rita? Oh, she gasped when she saw me. Her voice cracked into a startled laugh. Debbie. My throat tightened. What was she doing here? I stuttered. My voice sounded small, like it belonged to a stranger. Who? Jennifer lifted a brow, her face the perfect mask of innocence. Jennifer, I saw Rita here. Her lashes flickered too fast before she froze, then blinked slowly as if assembling a lie with care. Oh, that. She reached for my hands. Come inside. Let me tell you. She opened the door and guided me calmly with a smile. Go sit. I'm bringing coffee. You look like you need it. I sank into the couch. My muscles hummed with exhaustion and confusion. Jennifer's heels clicked across the tiles, disappearing into the kitchen. Moments later, she returned with 2 steaming mugs. Yeah, she set them on the table, squeezed my shoulders gently, and vanished again. The faint vanilla aroma drifted upward. I lifted the cup and took a slow sip. Heat flooded through me, grounding me. My darling Debbie, Jennifer said, walking back into the room with a sigh. I'm so sorry about this. I swear I didn't know it was you in that picture. I actually wanted to test George's repentance. How? With an ordinary image? She nodded quickly. So, Vincent used to buy pictures of naked women and compared my body to theirs, and since George was already claiming repentance, I thought I should do that. I stared at her, trying to absorb her logic. After a moment, my shoulders loosened. Are you okay? She asked softly. She dropped the picture on the table. From the side, I could see my own naked body staring back at me, as I exhaled sharply. Yeah, I just haven't rested since that night. George has been tormenting me, but I bite him back. Good, she said, smoothing her palm over my hair. Don't let him see you break. He won't, I murmured, straightening. My eyes flicked to the picture again, a small smile tugging at my lips. My beauty radiated from that painting, even through the chaos. I need to keep this in my room. Anthonio drew it, right? She asked casually. A spark shot through my chest. How do you know about this? I asked. Jennifer chuckled. Debbie, I've known him for too long not to spot his drawing when I see it. Oh, it was the only word I could form. A sudden tension rippled under my skin. My spine straightened, alert. Girl, what's going on? What is George doing? Do you need me to come and fire his ass? She asked, her expression sharpening with fierce loyalty. I laughed weakly. The Macfield brothers need to be dealt with, she muttered. Jennifer, I've broken up with Anthonio, I said suddenly. Her eyes blew open so far it looked like she'd been slapped. Then she scoffed, shook her head, and leaned back. Are you joking? No. My voice thinned. I shook my head. Why? I thought things were going fine. Yeah, but things are super complicated right now. George is bent on finding who he thinks I'm having an affair with, and the nude pictures. Everything. I just need to get myself back. Okay, I get you. Even though I told you that he bites, you refuse to listen, she said with an amused smirk. I sighed heavily, then my phone rang. Jeremy's name flashed on the screen. A sharp, involuntary hiss escaped me. Is that George? Jennifer asked. No, Jeremy. Oh, schoolboy. A small smile cracked through my gloom. I leaned back into the seat, letting the tension bleed from my shoulders. Why don't you give him a chance? He really seems like a nice guy, and he is clearly obsessed with you. No, Jenny. I never really liked Jeremy that way. He was just this cool, nerdy guy, you know. Well, he looks handsome now. If you ask me, it won't be bad. Why don't you try him yourself? I asked. What? No, not my type of man. I rolled my eyes. We laughed. My phone rang again. Jeremy again. I ended the call. You're not picking? I thought you two were friends. Yes, until he confessed his feelings for me. Jennifer burst into loud laughter. Everyone is literally in love with you at this moment. I guess. I shrugged. The phone rang again. Pookie. My stomach twisted violently. Heat climbed up my neck. I ended the call, my jaw clenched, and immediately changed George's name to just a capital letter G. It's George before you ask, I muttered. Jennifer hissed. Motofoca, if you need me, call me immediately. I'll come. But your husband has been threatening me lately. Really? Why? Apparently I ruined his brother, and he doesn't want me influencing you. You didn't tell him I had gone bad already? I asked. Nah. It'll be good if he finds out himself. Jennifer winked. My phone rang again. G flashed boldly on the screen. A cold burst of fury surged through me, sharp and electric. I didn't even want to hear his breathing. I ordered an Uber, wondering why the hell he was calling because he never does. I'll be going back to that art studio, as I need to find out how my pictures got there. No! Jennifer snapped so loud I jumped. I blinked at her sharply, stunned. She caught herself quickly, forcing a lighter tone. I mean, look, baby. Focus on yourself right now, okay? Take things slow. We can do that later. Or I'll do it for you. Yeah. I nodded slowly. One step at a time. Let me deal with George first. She smiled, relieved, releasing a breath. And it's a good thing you broke up with Anthonio, trust me. She leaned forward and kissed my cheek. My heart dropped and hammered at the same time. Why did it feel wrong? My phone buzzed, notifying me the Uber had arrived. Let me get going, I said. She stood with me and walked me outside. When she noticed my ride waiting, she frowned. I could have dropped you, Debbie. Why did you order a ride? It's fine. Let me not stress you. We hugged, and I walked to the car. Jennifer waved until we pulled away. The moment we merged onto the highway, a cold realization crept over me like a shadow crawling up my spine. I never asked how Rita got into her house again. And Jennifer switched the topic before I could, deliberately making me forget. My chest tightened, my breath stilled. Something wasn't right. Is she hiding something? Wake up, I admonished myself.
Bro, I think you have lost here. Vincent lounged on my couch, sipping my wine like he owned the place. We waited for Deborah. She had gone to Jennifer's house and hadn't returned. It was past 8 p.m. I clenched my jaw. If you're here to turn against me, no, bro. He cut me off, cigarette glowing between his fingers. Just preparing your mind so it doesn't come as a shock. I muttered, Deborah doesn't like the smell of cigarettes. Vincent chuckled. Wait, what? Are you serious? Look, I'm trying to get back my wife. You're becoming weak, George. His hand tapped my shoulder, a mix of comfort and warning. Win her heart, but don't lose yourself. The front door opened suddenly and Deborah walked in, her hair in a neat bun, shirt clinging softly. For a moment, hope leaped in my chest. Hey, she whispered. Wifey. Deborah's eyes widened slightly at Vincent. It's been a long time. Yeah, I thought you didn't like me. Deborah glanced between us. Wow, I thought you didn't like me either. They laughed. I watched, uncomfortable. How are you? Vincent asked. I guess I'm good. You? I'm coping. He puffed smoke into the air. Deborah didn't flinch. Deborah, Vincent tried again. I snapped. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to talk to her, he whispered. Don't do that. I thought you asked me to help. Well, it doesn't look needed anymore. Deborah's gaze flicked between us, amused. Deborah, Vincent tried again. Babe, you didn't pick up your call. I was calling. Yeah, wasn't in a good place, she replied. She glanced at me briefly, then back to Vincent. You wanted to say something, Vince? Don't mind him, I said, laughing nervously. Come on, he sounded serious, she said. Vincent sighed. I don't think I should intrude. It's between you and George. Come on, Vince, we're family. Her tone was soft. Is it about the picture at the art gallery? She asked suddenly. Silence froze the room. I'm really sorry about that, she continued, and I swear I'm investigating who did that to me. Do you need my help? I asked. No. Her tone cut sharply. Actually, no, it's not about that, Deborah. Vincent jumped in. Oh, then George told me about you both. He was almost crying. He doesn't want to lose you. Deborah looked between us, quiet. Her posture softened. She attempted a smile. I know he's been a dickhead over the years, Vincent continued. See, but I promised he would change. I've been talking to him. Deborah's smile widened. She walked toward me. Her fingers brushed my chest. My heart slammed. He is my first love, and I am not going anywhere. We are stuck for life, she said. She kissed me softly. I'll need that. She reached for Vincent's cigarette, inhaled, exhaled controlled smoke. Vincent and I exchanged stunned looks. Where did you learn this? Vincent asked. Jennifer is my best friend, she said. Oh my God, stop moving with her. She's a bad influence, Vincent warned. She isn't that bad. She placed the cigarette on my lips. I know you like to smoke too. You can enjoy it. Deborah stretched. I'm tired. I'm going to leave you both. She walked upstairs, hips swaying. Vincent, she called. We turned. Tell your brother to stop following me around. He stalked me today, and she vanished. Vincent's jaw dropped. I stared at him. What just happened?
The restaurant's warm yellow lights washed over polished tables, soft jazz humming in the background. Yesterday I had played George. He wouldn't know when I'd strike. A wicked smile formed on my lips. I scanned the room, adjusted my bag strap, and froze. What are you doing here? Jeremy sat at the table Jennifer said we were meeting a big client at. What are you doing here too? He asked. This table's reserved. Jennifer and I are meeting here. He blinked, frown tightening. Are you serious? Because Jennifer also called me here. Really? What is she trying to do? I hissed under my breath and spun toward the exit. I wanted to go to the art exhibition center. No one should discover the truth before me. Hey, you don't have to go now. Jeremy hurried after me. I told you to stay away from me. You're here. I've been meaning to say this. I just didn't know how to approach you. My phone rang. Jennifer. Really? I'm just looking out for you. But I already told you. Debbie, you both are good friends. You don't have to lose that. You need another confidant now that you and Anthonio are no longer together. My heart twisted. Jeremy is cool. Nothing more than friendship unless you say otherwise. I trust him more. She pressed further. I'm sorry. Come on. I already ordered your favorite lasagna. Don't let it go to waste. A reluctant laugh escaped me. I'll go back because of that. I know! Jennifer laughed. I have to go now. I love you. Take care. She hung up. Jeremy's voice softened. I'll keep my feelings aside. I don't want to lose my friend. Are you coming? Jennifer ordered lasagna. I headed back. It's still your favorite? He asked, surprised. I nodded. You didn't change at all. Is that a bad thing? Is it? He replied. We laughed. The tension melted slightly. A waitress approached. Ma'am? Sir? Ready for your orders? Yes. I leaned forward. You, sir? Jeremy waved politely. Wait, Jenny ordered lasagna for both of us? I reminded him. We already have an ordered lasagna for this table. I said to the waiter. All right, ma'am. I'll be back in a minute. The waitress said and left. My eyes caught Rita across the room. Irritation sparked, but I forced it down. The waiter returned with 2 steaming plates of lasagna. I clapped in excitement. Jeremy laughed. You look like a kid offered candy, he teased. I love this. I cut a big bite. A soft moan slipped out as the food touched my lips. Jeremy smiled, watching me. We ate. Soft saxophone mingled with cutlery. So, how are you doing? He asked. I'm good. A smirk curled on my lips as yesterday's showdown with George replayed. I know it's not my place, don't be offended. But have you checked with the art studio owner about your picture? Yes, I plan on going today. Do you need me to come? Nah, I'm good. Please, a companion might help. He gave me that old school pout. I snorted a laugh. Something tugged at my attention. Rita. She held up her phone, angled toward our table, pretending to scroll. No, she was recording. Excuse me? I rose. Rita panicked and bolted. I caught her by the arm. What are you doing? I demanded. What do you mean? She stammered. I snatched her phone, and a video of me and Jeremy eating filled her screen. Who sent you? She froze. Jeremy's voice echoed behind me. What is going on? She was making a video, I said. Jennifer planned it. Look, I can show you her reply. She just wanted to be sure you both reconciled. She blabbed. I studied her, then exhaled sharply, grabbed the phone, deleted everything, and slapped it back into her hand. You can go. She stormed off, humiliated. Jeremy swallowed hard. Do you trust her? No. But I trust Jennifer. Let's go to the exhibition center. I gripped my bag tighter as we stepped out, heading to his car. Ready? Jeremy asked outside the glass doors of the art exhibition center. Yes, thank you. A breeze brushed my face. My pulse thrashed. My shoe caught the edge of the stairs. I pitched forward. Jeremy caught me before I could fall. Deborah, are you sure? You can wait in the car. I'll handle everything, he said with concern. No, I just need to catch my breath. He rubbed my back, fingers steadying me. I inhaled, my tension loosening. I'm ready now. We walked inside, white walls lined with luxurious portraits. Our footsteps echoed softly. The receptionist greeted us. Hello. How may I help you? Please, I'm looking for the director. Permit me. But you don't look like art persons. She chuckled. Well, we might want to start now, Jeremy added. Her phone rang. She listened, then nodded. Go up. First door on your left. We climbed up and found the door that read Mr. Chick, Art Director. Jeremy pressed the bell and the door flew open. The office was pure white, except a massive portrait of a woman's breast and face. My heart lurched, fear gripped. Realizing it wasn't mine, I calmed. "How may I help you?" A tattooed man stood behind the desk. "I'm Deborah." I extended my hand. He shook it, smiling. Jeremy did the same. "I'm Chick, the director. Please sit. So, what brings you into the world of art?" "I came for sensitive information." His brows lifted. He nodded. "On the day of the art exhibition, there was a picture of—" My throat locked. Chick leaned forward. Jeremy cleared his throat. "The picture of the naked woman is my fiancé. We need to know how it got here. We didn't grant permission for that." "Oh, I see. What do you need from me?" "To know who brought it here. You should speak with the artist, not me. I can't confront him without evidence. We need your words, or video record that confirmed he brought it here." "Anthonio would never bring my picture here," I whispered. "Please, I need to find out who is behind this." Chick exhaled. "We don't disclose clients here. Strictly business. Please, my life, my business, is crumbling. I need your help." Jeremy squeezed my hand. "I'll see what I can do." Chick finally nodded. "Can I get the answer today?" Before he responded, Jennifer's voice drifted in. "Hello, Chick." I turned sharply. "Jennifer. Deborah. What are you doing here?" Chick blinked. "You know each other?" "Yeah, she's like my junior sister." Jennifer smiled. "I came to find out about my picture." Jennifer and Chick exchanged a quick, sharp look. I convinced myself it was nothing. "I told you I'll handle this," she said. "Can you help me talk to him?" "You don't listen when I said I'll take care of things," she said, slightly annoyed. "Excuse us," she continued. "You mean we should leave?" I raised a brow. "Yes." Her gaze flicked between Jeremy and me. I exhaled and stepped out. Jeremy followed. "Something is fishy," he muttered. "I don't trust Jennifer. Why is she showing up now?" "Could be coincidence," I said. He smirked. "You think so?" A voice came behind us. "Let's go." I jumped. Jennifer stood behind us, smiling. "You scared me." "Sorry," she grinned. "Hello, schoolboy." She winked at Jeremy, and he returned a stiff smile. "What did he say?" I asked. "He would help," Jennifer replied. Smiling, I exhaled, relief mixing with caution. "Don't worry, he can't refuse me." She rubbed my back. We followed her down the stairs. My phone chimed. A new message from Jeremy. "I'll get to the bottom of this." It read. I looked at him. His expression had changed. Dark, focused. I suddenly felt cold.